अस्सलाम वालेकुम व्यूअर्स, डॉक टॉक के नए एपिसोड के साथ मैं हूं आपकी होस्ट डॉक्टर उरूसा इजाज। आई एम वर्किंग एज एन असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर एट ज़ैबिस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी। आज के शो में हमारे साथ दो बहुत ही स्पेशल गेस्ट मौजूद हैं। वन इज मिस्टर शहाब महमूद, ही इज वर्किंग एज एन असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर एट ज़ैबिस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी, and the other one is Mr. Khair Bakhsh, who is also working as an assistant professor. अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम सलाम।
सर कैसा रहा आज का दिन, कैसे हैं आप?
बेहतरीन मैम, अल्लाह का शुक्र। It was very nice. The start was like I just got the ज़ैबिस्ट around the 12:30 and checked the email and yeah, as usual.
Okay, and sir, so आप दोनों को ये शौक नहीं था कि प्री मेडिकल के बाद MBBS करें, डॉक्टर बने?
प्री मेडिकल जो भी लेता है वो यही सोच के लेता है कि मैंने डॉक्टर बनना है।
Yes.
और मेरे केस में मेरे पेरेंट्स ने ही ये प्री मेडिकल की तरफ डाइवर्ट कर दिया। उसके बाद एज यूजुअल जो 90% लोगों के साथ होता है कि दे डोंट गेट एडमिशन इन द MBBS और सेकंड ऑप्शन इज BDS।
Okay.
तो आफ्टर दैट not getting admission, someone told me there is another discipline called pharmacy. At that time it was B.Pharm degree. Now these days it is Pharm D. So I applied there and got admission in the pharmacy university. That was in Islamia University, Bahawalpur. And then I completed 4 years of degree. And after degree I came to Karachi. And initially I worked in some pharmaceutical industries like Abbott. There was some other like Opal Pharma.
Okay.
There was another one, Platinum Pharma. But after doing job for hardly 1 year, I didn't found it much interesting. It was like it was not a science. It was not a science, but it was a kind of art. You are making tablets, doing coating and this kind of things. So meanwhile, I got the option of admission in the MPhil in the Karachi University.
Okay.
So I got admission in there and did MPhil from Karachi University, and after that MPhil I joined ज़ैबिस्ट in 2010, and now I am working since then here in the ज़ैबिस्ट.
So almost 14 years.
Yes,
15 years आप
14 years.
Okay. And sir, आप केमिस्ट्री में कैसे आ गए?
हाँ बिल्कुल, ये इंटेंशनल था क्योंकि मेरा कजिन जो है वो उस टाइम मास्टर्स करके आया था कायद आज़म यूनिवर्सिटी से।
Okay.
तो उसके बाद वो जो है वो केमिस्ट्री एक हॉलिक था वो, तो ऑफ कोर्स ही चेंज द फील्ड एंड नाउ ही इज सर्विंग इन द पाकिस्तान ऑडिट एंड अकाउंट्स। उसी कर लिया उन्होंने। फिर मुझे भी एक शौक था, फिर मैंने प्री मेडिकल के फौरन बाद, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं था शौक, ज़्यादातर मैंने अटैम्प्ट भी नहीं किया, और मैंने कराची यूनिवर्सिटी से ग्रेजुएशन की, फिर मास्टर्स की वहाँ पे, फिर मैंने डबल मास्टर्स HEJ से इन लाइक टर्म ऑफ MPhil। I joined HEJ in 2015 and 14 and then ये ऐसे ही चला, क्योंकि प्री मेडिकल में मतलब जैसे सर ने कहा कि एक पेरेंट्स की तरफ से था, लेकिन क्योंकि एक फैमिली में था, मेरा कजिन MSc था, तो फिर मुझे भी एक केमिस्ट्री से तो लगाव था, उसी वजह से मैं केमिस्ट्री की तरफ आ गया। फिर मैं बाहर गया, फिर देन ज़ैबिस्ट।
ओके, सो केमिस्ट्री स्टार्टिंग से आपका फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट रहा है स्कूल लाइफ
मेरा
से,
फेवरेट था बिल्कुल।
अच्छा, मुझे तो बहुत मुश्किल लगती है केमिस्ट्री।
केमिस्ट्री यस मेरा फेवरेट था। फिर ऑर्गेनिक स्पेशली मेरा फेवरेट रहा है, रिएक्शन मैकेनिज्म और ये स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी, केमिस्ट्री, ये सारी चीजें।
ऑलराइट। और सर आप बताएं, फार्मेसी में कौन सा सब्जेक्ट सबसे फेवरेट है?
फार्मेसी में जाने से पहले मुझे बिल्कुल नहीं पता था फार्मेसी क्या होता है।
Okay.
क्योंकि MBBS के बियॉन्ड सोचा ही नहीं था कि कुछ और भी दुनिया में होता है। और फर्स्ट ईयर वाज लाइक कि मैं किधर आ गया हूँ, व्हाई आई एम डूइंग दिस। लेकिन ये कि उस जमाने में गाइडलाइन कम थी, अपॉर्चुनिटीज ज्यादा थी। फार्मासिस्ट के लिए बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटी हमारे वाले टाइम में बहुत थी। आजकल ज्यादा आपके पास यूनिवर्सिटीज ज्यादा होती जा रही हैं, गाइडलाइन ज्यादा होती जा रही है, अपॉर्चुनिटीज और मार्केट कम होती जा रही है। तो विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम वहाँ पे मैंने जो इंटरेस्टिंग सब्जेक्ट जो बहुत भी अच्छे लगे वो फार्माकोलॉजी था। दैट वाज रियली रिलेटेड विद द ड्रग्स। देन देयर इज ए क्लिनिकल फार्माकोलॉजी एंड सिमिलरली देयर वाज ए सब्जेक्ट रिलेटेड टू फार्माकोग्नोसी व्हिच इज रिलेटेड विद द हर्ब्स फॉर द ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ द drugs. So from there I really got interested into the drugs and their mechanism of action and this kind of things. So still I am not working as pharmacist, but I always keep an eye on which drugs are being used, what are treatment are available. So I developed this interest. I was not interested, but with the time I developed this taste of getting knowledge of drugs, and now I feel very good for doing this degree.
Okay. And Mr. Khairbakhsh, when you joined Zabif, tell us about that history.
Yeah, as Zabist, I joined in 21st, 2021.
Okay.
And yeah, it was actually the time when I was in Austria,
Okay.
and I got the job advertisement there when I was in my final year of PhD.
Okay.
July 2021, and I got the advertisement and applied, and then I was here for just a month leave because I had to go back for my postdocs,
Yes.
and then luckily I got the job in Zabist now. Yes, and 12th of October 2021, the day of joining.
So almost 12 years to you. 3.5. 3 years to 12
Three-
years.
three-
Okay,
3.5
okay,
years,
that's
yeah.
great. So how was your experience at Zabist?
Yeah, it was quite amazing. With the Zabist, in a sense of environment, like diverse,
Yes.
in the sense of campus life here, and the most important thing in Zabist, actually I found, is that the interactive and student-oriented teaching.
Yes.
Because I always do love the student-oriented teaching and interactive method of teaching
Yes.
that actually Zabist follows.
Yes.
So that's most important, that the most fascinating thing that I actually like in the Zabist. And another thing is like most advanced prospects of the fields, disciplines, like if I'm here, like in the computational biology and the computational chemistry. So we do follow actually the most updated version in
Okay.
each and every semester of our disciplines. This is most also the fascinating thing in the Zabist. Research as well, because it's so magical and miraculous here, and of course you have also the experience to actually accommodate yourself within the domain of teaching and research.
Right.
This is so challenging, however, but we do keep.
Yes.
And this challenging thing actually also keeps us amazed that we should, of course, continue this thing. And Zabist administration point of view also actually they supports us.
Yeah.
on both
Remarkable.
fronts. Yeah, remarkable. This
And
is
also the
actually-
flexible hours.
flexible
It's also
hours.
a blessing
Yes,
for
flexible
us.
hours. Yes, this is flexible timings.
Yes.
Actually keeps us so motivated.
और सर आप बताइए, how was your experience at Zabist?
My experience has been very good. That's why I am here from last 14 years.
Yeah.
that is main proof that I am very comfortable here, and the environment in Zabist is very good in a sense that there is very diverse type of people,
Yeah.
and you get people from different areas of Karachi and Pakistan. Compared to other universities, we get more kind of like people from every
Yeah.
type of
From every
background,
culture, yeah.
every background. And also I see lot of students in Zabist, they are more confident, they are
Yeah.
better in communication, they are very good in the presentation skills.
Right.
And it also improved my skills because the facilities and teaching methods are here are more advanced,
Yes.
which help the student to develop their personality. And that what I feel that personality wise our students are very well, like very well, what we say,
Prepared.
very well prepared, and they have very good aptitude toward the learning. So that's why it's been very good time with the Zabist.
ओके आपने प्रेजेंटेशन की बात की तो मुझे एक लास्ट सेमेस्टर की एक्टिविटी याद आती. आई इनवाइटेड एलुमनाई ऑफ ज़ैबिफ्ट इन माय कोर्स, एंड उस कोर्स में फिर उस एक्टिविटी में स्टूडेंट ने बताया कि वो एक फार्मा कंपनी में जॉब कर रहे हैं और वहाँ पे उन्हें कोई टास्क मिला कि प्रेजेंटेशन आपने देनी है हायर मैनेजमेंट को. तो मुझे सिलेक्ट किया गया इस प्रेजेंटेशन के लिए जस्ट बिकॉज कि मेरी प्रेजेंटेशन स्किल्स बहुत अच्छी हैं. तो वो यही कहते हैं कि ज़ैबिस्ट में हर कोर्स के दौरान जो हम उनकी प्रेजेंटेशंस ले रहे होते हैं उससे उनकी पर्सनैलिटी बहुत ग्रूम होती है, उनका कॉन्फिडेंस ही अलग
बहुत
होता
अच्छा
है
हमारे
एज
students का।
कम्पेयर टू अदर यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रेजुएट्स. सो यस, क्रेडिट
Yeah.
गोज टू द टीचर्स.
Yeah, this is also.
Okay, so sir, what was your research topic during your MS or MPhil study?
For my AmPhil is concerned, so my research topic was on the molecular dynamic simulations and
Okay.
computational biology related, and I was working on the hemocyanins. Hemocyanins are the blood transport proteins in the arthropods and mollusks,
Okay.
and the research question actually was related to the finding the oxygenation mechanism in the hemocyanins, that
Okay.
how the oxygen is get trapped in the hemocyanins. It's similar to the hemoglobin. So hemoglobin like traps the oxygen through the oxidation of iron. Similarly, in hemocyanins, there are the blue-blooded animals.
Mhm.
So they actually get the oxygen trapped through the copper oxidation. But the copper is a binuclear.
Yeah.
So contrary to the hemoglobin, as it has the porphyrin ring, and then oxygen is get trapped through the this porphyrin ring, and there's single iron metal, and it is the penta-coordinated thing. But in the hemocyanins, it's different. So two coppers, binuclear Kiprix are this kind of the things. So it was so kind of the undiscovered yet, that how the oxygen get transported up to the active site of the hemocyanins, and how this oxidation takes place. So my question was that to actually trace the pathway of the oxygenation up to the level of the protein active site, and then I just got it out throughout the quantum mechanics and molecular dynamics simulation and the experimental studies as well. Because my experimental collaborator was Dr. Abid Ali from the HEJ.
Okay.
He had done work throughout the experiments. So we just got out that oxygen actually has the tunnels. Hemocyanins are the big hexamer proteins, and they had the tunnels, solvent tunnels, and these solvent tunnels actually carry out the oxygen up to this active site of the protein. This was my AmPhil topic.
Okay, it seems very interesting and complicated as well.
well. And similarly, my PhD topic was related to the cholera, Vibrio cholera drug design and development, because Vibrio cholera actually develops the resistance
Yeah.
mechanism. So actually, my topic was to find out its development of the resistance at the molecular level. Hemomatosis protein actually facilitate the cholera and especially the quorum sensing. So actually, my topic was related to this.
Okay,
for
and
my
Vibrio
PhD.
cholera actually causes very severe diarrhea.
Very severe.
Yeah, it could be life-threatening.
And I got the funding on this project.
Okay, that's great.
That's the reason I went to Austria, and this project was actually funded.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing. So, sir, what was your research topic in your MS?
In my MS, I worked on the neurodegenerative disease,
Okay.
and for that disease, I selected the Parkinson's disease, which is related with the death of dopaminergic neurons in the midbrain. So I developed a model for the mice model for the study of the disease, which is protein induced Parkinson's disease model, and then I tried several natural compounds to see the effect of those compounds on the progression and development of the disease.
Okay.
And we found some chemicals in the Withenia somnifera plant that they halted the progression of disease, and in some cases it also reversed, to some extent it reversed the neurodegeneration.
Okay.
So I used the immunohistochemistry technique for that purpose, and I was like using the light microscopes, fluorescence microscopes, to visualize the neurons, their internal structure, and to see what the rotenone was doing damage, how it was doing the damage, and what our test compounds were protecting against these damages.
Very great. So, how you get enrolled in PhD program at Zavist?
At Zavis, I was enrolled because Zavis launched the PhD
Yeah.
program during my service here.
Hmm.
So I joined. So this was a very good opportunity for me because I was already doing job here.
Hmm.
So as it was announced, so in the first batch I applied for the admission, and with the job I am now almost very close to finishing line
Yeah.
for my PhD. And here I did a different kind of project which was related with the mechanism of resistance in the microbes, and also related with the quorum sensing mechanisms. and we explored some imidazole compound derived compounds which showed a lot of potential to break or stop the quorum sensing. And once the quorum sensing is stopped, many antibiotics which are currently they are resistant, and main resistance mechanism is basically related with the quorum sensing, like bacteria makes a biofilm around it, and due to biofilm the antibiotic cannot reach up into the bacteria, it cannot cross the bacterial cell wall and to work. So just by inhibiting the biofilm,
Yeah.
so we can make resistant antibiotics to work again rather than discovering new antibiotics. And also there is a lot of clinical requirement for the developing and implementation of new antibiotics. So that my project was, the aim was to make those available antibiotics to work again on the bacteria.
Very nice. And especially we are facing the issue of antimicrobial resistance so badly. So your research topic is definitely will provide a solution to that issue. So who is your PhD supervisor at ZAP?
My supervisor is very good person, Dr. Kashif Ali, which is, he is also Dean of Life Sciences
Yes.
Department, and he supervised very well, and he gave me the insight and help to choose the topic and to complete my research work.
Okay, that's great. So, sir, tell us about which programs are ZABIFT offering under the umbrella of Department of Biosciences.
So under the umbrella of Biosciences Department, we have 3 bachelor's program, BS
Okay.
program. One is BS Biosciences, other is BS Food Technology, and third one is BS Computational Biology.
Okay. And sir, which programs are in postgraduate studies like MS and PhD?
So we have MS Biosciences program and PhD in Biosciences program.
Right. So, what's the importance of biosciences in our life?
Biosciences is a very wide field, and we cannot specify to a certain type of career.
Okay.
Like bioscience students study a lot of courses like physiology, pharmacology, biochemistry, there is genetics courses, there are some biotechnology courses.
Yeah.
So there are wide variety of courses, and this makes the student eligible for different kind of fields in the market. For job purposes, they can go into the pharmaceutical industry, especially for the marketing part, and also in the industrial part, because there is a lot of, we also teach the microbiology, there is a lot of application of microbiology in the pharmaceutical industry. Then our student can join the
Diagnostic
labs, and they also can join the public health related departments.
Yeah.
And also this degree is like, it can give you way to do the postgraduate in the different kind of fields. Like there are many options, like you can do masters in microbiology, biochemistry, computational biology, you can even you name anything.
Yeah.
So this is very good a platform for the future of the students.
Okay. And sir, why anyone choose computational biology?
Yeah, this
To-
is a
for
really
BS
amazing
program.
question that you ask. I think
ये दिल के
competition.
बहुत करीब है आपके,
हाँ, नहीं,
right?
दिल से, of course, just because of my field. But computational biology is just the modern face of sciences.
Yeah.
And in a sense of its interdisciplinary and a multidisciplinary nature, it actually covers all aspects of the life, physical and the chemical sciences.
Right.
So actually merge 3 sciences in one like discipline. Life sciences, means you can name it, like you will be in the computational. And the second is the chemical.
Yeah.
So as the chemical sciences, all the perspectives from the material, material sciences, all the biomaterials, you can learn to design and work even material sciences and the physical sciences. Because the basis of the computational biology is the biophysical nature, biophysics. So, and other is the fascinating phase of this is because it also kind of the merge the data science, matrices. I mean, like whatever the matrix sciences you name it, like bio informatics, chemio matrices, material matrices, even all kind of the matrix sciences of also cover under like are under the tree of the computational biology, data sciences,
Yeah.
even
Machine learning.
machine learning and artificial intelligence things.
Yeah.
So this is, as I told you, that the computational biology are now the modern phase of the life sciences.
Yeah.
So this is the reason, and I think it's so fascinating for the like futuristic perspectives. For example, if a student wanna see herself or himself, where she or he will be in after the 10 years, so of course he will be having anywhere like the computational biology things, material like
Yeah.
even other. The ease of working, like ease of doing.
Yes.
Like, of course, weight lab is of course not so exhausting, but it's of course the laborious things are even
Yeah.
like the hard working, even the source needing. Like for example, you need lots of resources,
Yeah.
but the dry lab, as far as the
You need a
competition,
laptop.
you need a laptop,
Yeah.
and you are doing the amazing things and
Yeah.
fascinating things. So that's the reason computational biology is so.
और स्पेशली मैंने जब आपको काम करते हुए देखा है और वो सिमुलेशन हो रही होती है प्रोटीन्स की डिफरेंट
हाँ।
ड्रग्स के साथ, तो वो देखने में ही वीडियो इतनी ज्यादा
हाँ,
आपको
fascinating
फैसिनेट
होती
करती
हैं।
है,
और
राइट?
दूसरा ये है कि you go now on the computers, but realistically, as I told you, we should thank the biophysicists. They are developing the real models of the protein,
Yes.
real model of the cellular, and I think you can say like tissue-based models, organs-based models, even like body-based models, IOB, Internet of Things, Internet of Bodies.
Yes.
So Internet of Bodies, the technologies that are developing organ-based, artificial 3D printing, bioprinting. So they are developing a real models to generate and even to study the real simulation-based biological functions throughout the computational biology domain. So it's a very fascinating.
And I think it's the appropriate field for the pre-engineering student as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Because for pre-engineering, like as I told you, biomaterials.
Yes.
Biomaterials are getting so fascinating now. In like are getting so importance,
Attention.
attention and importance in this meantime. Reason is that we are going to the sustainable sciences now. This is the time for the sustainability.
Yes.
Sustainable sciences. Like as I told you, that the modern science are just focusing only on the sustainability. Sustainability means no harm to the environment,
Yes.
no harm to the human life, and no harm to the money
Yeah.
cost. So cost effective, long term and sustainable products I think are just can be only produced through your interdisciplinary knowledge.
Yes.
For example, as you mentioned that for the engineers as well,
Yes.
for the material engineers, even for the like any kind of the even constructive industry, if
Yeah.
you like civil engineering side and the material design sides, they are just focusing to design the materials that are very compatible to the human nature.
Okay.
So that's the reason such type of the sciences are getting so interdisciplinary, so multidisciplinary.
And any student who wants to take admission in BS Biosciences, BS Computational Biology or BS Food Science and Technology, they can apply, and ZBIFT announced 2 times intake, spring intake and the fall intake. So you have a chance to get selected after the test and interview. Alright sir, so tell us something about which projects are ongoing and you are supervising.
Meantime, like I'm supervising the project on the inhibitor design against the malaria,
Okay.
and we are targeting a specific type of protein, heme detoxification protein, HTTP. This is a very novel protein
Okay.
because this is actually the protein that facilitates the malaria, Plasmodium falciparum, to detoxify the heme that it gets from the human body.
Okay.
Because without detoxification, it cannot be converted into the haemotin.
Okay.
Haemotin is the kind of the food of the malaria and food vacuoles. That is the kind of the food for the malaria. So from the previous perspective, like chloroquine and artemisinin, and all these drugs are just focusing on destroying the hemotin vacuoles or hemotin kind of the crystals.
Okay.
And now, because these drugs are now kind of ineffective because of the reasonable resistance generated by the malaria parasite. So now, at the time, scientists are focusing that why should we not focus previous steps, like
Okay.
at the time of detoxification, we should not let the malaria to detoxify the whole material like heme. So we are now focusing on the heme detoxification protein inhibitors, and we have successfully at the main step we had just screened out the compounds around the 3 or 400, and now we are going for the now structure based the drug design, and then
Okay.
we will go for the pharmacophore design. And of course, luckily, maybe in the May week, of course, we will report it and will submit the paper. And previously, I have been working on the glioblastoma.
Okay.
My students published the research, and then
Nice.
tuberculosis, and this is actually research from the Zabis.
Okay.
Apart from these, I am also working on the autism things,
Okay.
autism spectral disorders, and then nano formulation. We are
Okay.
also working on the nano drug delivery systems, self-emulsifying drug delivery systems. Parodontus, we just published our research from the Turkey. We developed a nano formulation that could facilitate the parodontus delivery, specifically
Okay.
on the muscles. So that's the domain.
And how was your experience at Austria?
Yeah, it was amazing. Austria experience was so life-changing.
Okay.
And it was so amazing in my career because it changed my whole perspective of doing the research,
Okay.
and it was kind of experience just because of which I'm here in the
Yeah.
Zabis, because from before going to Austria, I was working on just kind of old methods of the computational biology, like already set protocols, like molecular dynamics simulation, but classical,
Okay.
and the quantum mechanics, but the already set theories. But Dr. Thomas Hofer, whom I was working with, and there are another professors, he got me working on the NEI, like artificial neural networks and deep minds. And also I got I'm very lucky to have been working with Dr. Shozeb Heather,
Okay.
University College
Yeah.
London. Still I'm working with him, and he's working on the deep mind things and NEI as well. So shifting from the classical quantum mechanics, like classical computational biology, to the AI driven drug design was just possible because of my Austria trip.
Amazing. So, sir, what type of projects you are supervising at Zabist?
Currently, I am supervising a project related with the cellulose derived from the bacteria.
Okay.
So that bacterial derived cellulose, basically we get the cellulose from the food waste products, and we grow bacteria on that food waste product and get the cellulose, and that cellulose have a particular quality of retaining the water and absorbing the moisture from the environment, and we are planning to apply this cellulose to the crop.
Okay.
So if it gets success, then this will be very sustainable project for the crop. Like we will be requiring less amount of water and a good product from the what crop on which we are applying it. So this is the project which I am doing right now.
Okay. So that's amazing. That sounds great. And wish you good luck for your ongoing projects and your PhDs as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are going to be soon.
Yeah.
You are going to be soon called doctor, right?
Thank you.
Okay. So what would be your last message to the students who are confused and which degree they should opt? What would you say to them?
In sense of career counseling, is I keep myself at the place of a student. Then I, of course, give the suggestion. So for me, like I always do the counseling, like where I would be after 10 years.
Yeah,
Where I would
that's
be after 5 years.
this is how like I am.
Yeah. So that's the reason I just put a dot, and it's just the year of the span of the 5
Yeah.
or 10. So I think most important thing for today's student is the clarity of mind.
Yes.
So you must be very clear in mind, and you must be very clear to put yourself after the 10 years.
Yes.
And the most important thing is that learning plus earning. These are very kind of confusing things. Most of the people get more attractive, more inclined to the earnings than
Yeah.
the learnings. But earnings can never ever fulfill the gap of the learning,
Yes. No doubt.
because it somehow earnings will stop, but
Yes.
learnings won't. So if you keep learning, however you are earning around the 5,000 now, however you are earning around the 50,000 now, but keep in mind, if you have the way on which you are like learning deep, learning the skills that will put you at the top after the 10 years, and believe that this way of learning will reach you on the top.
Exactly.
There's a reason. So for our students, my message is that never compromise on the learnings, compromise on the earnings.
Yes.
Never compromise on the learnings. और आप अपने आप को 10 साल के बाद खुद को बिठा दें, 10 साल एटलीस्ट. और दूसरा ये है कि किसी भी बंदे को या किसी भी मतलब पर्सन को 4 या 5 साल ऐसे चाहिए होते हैं जिसमें वो जिस तरह तो वो गन्ने में वो जूस मतलब निकालने
Yes.
के लिए गन्ना अंदर से निकलता है,
Crush
इस तरह से
करते हैं,
हाँ,
हाँ.
क्रशिंग ईयर्स, यू नीड अ क्रशिंग ईयर्स.
Yes.
उसके बाद जो आप बन के निकलेंगे, उसके बाद वही होंगे जो आप
बनना चाहते हैं.
बनना
Yes.
चाहते हैं.
और वो कह सकते हैं हम कि जब इरादा हो सच्चा
हाँ.
और हो सच्ची लगन, तो हर मंजिल का हसूल हो
बिल्कुल,
जाता है.
नथिंग
मुमकिन.
इम्पॉसिबल.
Yes.
ये तो है. आज की दुनिया में आप देखें कुछ भी पॉसिबल नहीं है. बाकी साइंसेस के हवाले से देखा जाए तो साइंसेस आगे चल के मर्जर हो जाएंगी, पूरी मर्ज हो जाएंगी.
Yes.
सारी साइंसेस आर गोना बी द मर्जर ऑफ जस्ट ऑल द थिंग्स साइमल्टेनियसली. आपको अच्छा भी मतलब अभी आपको किसी भी चीज से मतलब भागना नहीं चाहिए. और दूसरा तो ये कहावत भी है कि अगर कोई भी चीज आप मुश्किल होने की वजह से छोड़ रहे हैं ना, इसका मतलब है आप उसी टाइम अपनी नाकामी तस्लीम
Accept
कर
कर
रहे
रहे
हैं.
हैं. Right.
तो कोई भी अगर आपको कोई चीज मतलब बहुत सारे हमारे बायोसाइंसेज के स्टूडेंट्स आते हैं, उनको कहते हैं कि सर हमें तो मैथमेटिक्स मुश्किल लग रही है. मैं आपको अपनी कहानी बता रहा हूँ, मैं मेडिकल में आया इस वजह से था कि मुझे मैथमेटिक्स बुरी लग रही थी.
And now you are an
हाँ.
expert of computational biology.
तो
Wow.
मतलब उसी में डेटा साइंस में, तो इस वजह से मैंने ये तय कर लिया कि भाई जो चीज मुश्किल होने की वजह से छोड़ी जाए ना, उसका मतलब है आप नाकामी तस्लीम कर रहे हैं.
Yes.
तो बाकी आप कंप्यूटेशनल स्किल्स हों, आपके डेटा साइंस के स्किल्स हों, स्टैटिस्टिक्स स्पेशली बायोस्टैटिस्टिक्स जो स्किल्स हैं आपके,
Yeah.
स्टैटिस्टिकल स्किल्स हैं, वो अपने टॉप कर लें और नई से नई चीज जो है अडॉप्ट करना शुरू कर दें. हर तरह से जो है वो एआई की सपोर्ट भले लें, लेकिन आपका जो अपना एक इंटेंशनल वो
Mind है,
कैपेसिटी है ना,
yeah.
उसको बढ़ाने के भी कुछ वो अपने रखे हैं माइंड में. यही मेरा मैसेज है.
Thank you, sir. And what would be your last message for the students?
For students, I think first thing they should do is to know what they are, what is their real aptitude toward what they want to do.
Yeah.
I see some students, they get admission, but actually they are not in that field.
Okay.
They are sometimes misfit. So first they should work, relax and think what they want to do in their life,
Yeah.
and then decide where they want to go and where they will be very accurate and fit in that field.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your advice.
Thank you, ma'am.
And
Thank
it
you.
was a very insightful discussion, and I enjoyed a lot, and I am sure the audience will also enjoy it.
And same here, ma'am. Really, it was
Thank
so
you once
nice
again.
to
Thank you
have
so much.
you.
All right, so आज के शो का इख्तिताम मैं अपनी लिखी हुई एक नज़म के साथ करूँगी. कुछ ख्वाब जो मैंने देखे, कभी खुली कभी बंद आँखों से. कुछ लोग जो मुझसे मिले, कभी अपने कभी अनजाने से. कुछ सबक जिंदगी से मैंने सीखे, कभी सीखे मैंने बदलते रवैयों से. कुछ मजाक किस्मत से मैंने किए, कभी किए मुझसे दुनिया वालों ने. कुछ सोई मैं रातों में, कभी जगाया मुझे सोचों ने. कुछ लम्हे थे मैंने जिए, कभी खोई मैं यादों में. कुछ लड़ी मैं अपनी किस्मत से, कभी हराया मुझे दुनिया वालों ने। कुछ दिल मैंने जीते, कभी जीता मुझे लोगों ने। कुछ लम्हे थे मैंने जिए, कभी खोया वक्त मैंने। कुछ ख्वाब जो मैंने देखे, कभी खुले कभी बंद आँखों से। सो आज के शो का इख्तिताम मैं इसी बात पे करूँगी कि जब इरादा हो सच्चा और हो सच्ची लगन तो मंजिल का हसूल हो जाता है मुमकिन। आज के दोनों गेस्ट ने हमारे साथ बहुत सारी सजेशन, बहुत सारी एडवाइसेस शेयर की, अपना लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया कि किस तरह से आप अपनी फील्ड में एक्सेल कर सकते हैं, इंटरेस्ट डेवलप कर सकते हैं। सो ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स जो कि प्री मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड से ताल्लुक़ है और वो MBBS ना कर सके, सो उनके लिए बायोसाइंसेज बहुत ही अप्रोप्रिएट फील्ड है, बिकॉज इसमें हम ह्यूमन फिजियोलॉजी, जेनेटिक्स, एग्रीकल्चर, एज मेंशन बाय सर साहब, सब कुछ पढ़ रहे होते हैं। और वो स्टूडेंट जो इनका ताल्लुक प्री इंजीनियरिंग के बैकग्राउंड से है, दे कैन ऑप्ट द कंप्यूटेशनल बायोलॉजी फील्ड। वो स्टूडेंट जो कि इंजीनियरिंग को आगे कंटिन्यू नहीं करना चाहते, इंजीनियर नहीं बनना चाहते, या उनका एडमिशन नहीं हुआ किसी इंजीनियरिंग यूनिवर्सिटी में, सो वो कंप्यूटेशनल बायोलॉजी की फील्ड को ऑप्ट कर सकते हैं, जिसमें ना सिर्फ आप बायोलॉजी पढ़ रहे हैं बल्कि कंप्यूटर टेक्नोलॉजी और AI, मशीन लर्निंग, डाटा साइंसेज, एज मेंशन बाय सर खैर बख्श, ये सारे कोर्सेज पढ़ रहे होते हैं। सो मैं उम्मीद करती हूँ आज की पॉडकास्ट आप लोगों ने बहुत एंजॉय की होगी। आपका कोई भी फीडबैक हो, कमेंट हो तो प्लीज़ उसे कमेंट बॉक्स में ज़रूर लिखिए। ZEP FM डिजिटल को सब्सक्राइब करें ताकि आप कोई भी नेक्स्ट वीडियो मिस ना करें। विद दिस योर होस्ट डॉक्टर उरूसा साइनिंग ऑफ। टेक केयर, अल्लाह हाफिज़।